23rd of June, we're back in Bern. You didn't see a lot from my side on YouTube because things have gone to shit. The annoying thing is that the situation I started the season was actually, I had a world ranking with 5 decent results, and I knew I was only going to need one good race, which is very little considering this would allow me to compete at the Olympic Games. So obviously it's not an easy task, but considering it was very easy, it turns out that I have to do it on the last day of the qualification period. So obviously pretty much everything went wrong this year so far. The first mistake that I made was considering competing in the 5K as well. Some sort of impact in my training. Then I was in Boston, completely cooked. I pushed through my Achilles. That kept me on the bike until now. So I ran once a day since January, so I was never able to run twice. I think the planning of the races were not ideal, having 3 races within a week. We did that because at this time it actually was almost easier to compete back to back, because it meant I didn't have to train. It was more the amount of steps which was the limiting factor than the intensity in spikes. Then I had the Achilles things, and I think I obviously never was in a extremely good shape. I think I was in a pretty decent shape. I was confident I could run 35s. The race in Rehlingen where I ran 3:37 was the closest, obviously, and I have no idea how it could happen, but that I didn't progress from that race. I mean, I did feel quite a lot better, and I think my performance was also better 2 days or 3 days later when I competed in Austria, but it was just a completely different race with different pacing. And then the race in Nancy was also a different type of race where I also didn't really take part in because I was looking for something else. And then European Champs was almost a bit of a shocker because I had no idea how it could turn out that I feel so bad, like lactic after 800-900 meters, even though the pace was really slow. And ever since I didn't really recover anything, and I had no races. I don't think I would have been able to compete decent because I was feeling so tired, and I felt really tired. Took 4 days off hoping to recover. No sport at all. 3 single days of running. First 2 days I went for an hour easy. Felt like it was too much. The 3rd day I did an 8K. Still felt terribly bad. Then took another 2 days off. Then yesterday, trying to figure out what happened. Blood results look pretty good. My sleep is actually pretty good. Always 80+ sleep score. But my HRV is horseshit. But it did happen, and now we're chasing a miracle in Winter Tour on Saturday to make sure I qualify for the Olympic Games. I was working for almost I would say 11 years for sure. You see how much of it's a situation with a lot of pressure and also external factors which come into play, because I didn't run any better before this. So now I have to play according to the rules of the world ranking, which is a extremely unfair system for all of the athletes, and I hope to be one of the lucky ones with it. I have only 1 shot left, and this will be the national championships. Hopefully we can create some hype, even though I didn't train now for 2 weeks. Maybe I'll put the training in here. Been many days off. The last session that I did is 2.5 weeks ago. Threshold, no, nothing. Now I'm back on the track. First time seeing a track since I was in Rome, and I don't even have a program, so I'll probably start with some Ks. I have spikes with me, so I want to do some 200s at the end, just to keep in touch with what I need to do in a race. Warm up 3K. Currently my heart rate on easy runs is around 150 beats. Normally it would be around 135. That's the good thing about hot training. You feel quick. 2K, 5:48. Never felt like this, dizzy in the reps, but maybe that's also normal because I didn't do anything. I really hope this will reactivate my engine. Either I'll break down because of it or it will push me on. 50-50. The highest heart rate I had in probably since 2-3 years. 185. My heart got smaller. I was thinking I lost the love for the sport a little bit. And here we actually have the data. My heart got smaller. 9th of July. Not in the usual outfit, as you can see. As you might have seen on Instagram, I will not compete at the Olympics. Therefore, I needed to come up with an alternative program for July. Since I'm still not training to the recovery needs of my body, I'll go up to the beautiful mountains for a hike. I'll spend, I don't know how long, 7-10 days ish. I bought a tent, everything you need to survive outdoors. And yeah, I hope it will be successful. I'll be offline. Hopefully, if there is no emergency, I'll just chase mountaintops. Watch George in the valley running around, maybe if I can see him. Just need some downtime because it was a stressful few months, I'd say. So my coping strategy now is to go out in the wild and get a different perspective on life. And this is how I try to deal with this sort of setback.